Hi tribe, and welcome to this new video in which I want to share some important information. As you already know, if you are a subscriber to my YouTube channel from my previous videos, the majority of the teachings, drills, techniques that I'm sharing with you are about knife and blade combat. But today I want to underline the importance of changing our mindset, our combat mindset, in such a way that we will be able to identify different kind of objects or tools that can create the same damage, can incapacitate or can eliminate, kill our target. I want to underline that for sure in the future the legislation, it will be more and more severe, and not only that you cannot carry a fire weapon, how is happening in many countries in Europe, but also it will be pushed in such a way that neither a blade you cannot carry. And already there are countries like UK, like Italy, like other countries where carrying a blade, for example, it's illegal. So we must change our combat mindset. We must be able to identify these kind of tools, modify them, and also to carry at us without having a problem with the law. Again, I promote the idea of a protector, a skilled individual that use his knowledge to protect his own life, his family, and the ones around. So we must understand what type of tools we can use in such a way that we can create that damage to our target if we are in the situation to defend our life or the ones around us. It will be the first video regarding this topic, improvised weapons in non-permissive environments. Even if I was talking in the past about this, I want to make like a mini series, and in each episode I will show you a technique, a method, present you an object, a tool that you can modify and create a weapon to carry in a non-permissive environment. I remind you that my latest manual, Dirty Knife Tactics, is available for purchase in PDF variant or paperback variant. If you want to support me, this is also another way of doing it. I have here on the wall two of my bows. In my free times, I like to shoot with the bow at amateur level, and a few weeks ago one of my arrow was fixed in a tree. So when I was wanted to take it out, it was snapping. This is a carbon fiber resistant material, and in that moment I was immediately identifying, because of the material, that this can be a very good tool if I modify it to transform it in an improvised weapon. And today I will show you what I was making, and I will transmit to you this idea and the importance to be able to identify this kind of objects immediately, so we can create another way of having at us a weapon to incapacitate or to eliminate a target if we need to protect our life or the ones around. So basically what I was doing, I was cutting the arrow in more parts, and here I have 3 of them. I was measuring very good the distance in such a way that if I grip this in my hand, it's remaining a long part from it, that it will penetrate in the soft tissues of my target. I have 2 models. One is with the tip of the arrow, so it's the carbon fiber material, and here is the metal tip that can very easy be also modified more sharp than it is, in such a way that it will penetrate much easier, but also this is entering very good. It has a lot of power of penetration. The main idea is to understand that this can be an improvised weapon for some semi-permissive environments, but if I enter in a non-permissive environment where they have, for example, a metal detector, and they are finding this, of course it's not a blade, but neither so much explanation. You don't have to give for having this broken arrow with the tip in the front. Also, for other type of tools, you will not have so much type of explanation to give, but at least if they are not from metal and cannot be detected, you can still pass this kind of checkpoints. And again, I want to underline the idea that I am telling you this knowledge, that I am passing to you this knowledge, is not to break the law, is to help protectors and individuals that want to have the tools in every moment to protect their life and the ones around them, to have this knowledge also when they are in a non-permissive environment. And if you are one guy from the many that they are telling me that I am sharing these things and bad guys will learn also, guys, these things are very known by the bad guys. Criminal individuals are knowing more things that you are thinking. So what is my job here? What is my goal? Is make you understand how these people, how these criminal-minded individuals are operating, and helping you, giving the right information so you will not be with empty hands in a situation where you are with the child, with your family, and you want to defend their life. So this is the main goal. The other two parts are without the metal, but what I was doing, and I will show you immediately, it's with a very sharp scalpel. I was beginning to give to this a shape like you see here. So this kind of shape will permit, and the material, the carbon fiber that is resistant, it will permit to this tool, to this improvised weapon, to penetrate very, very easy soft tissues. Here I am referring to the neck. I can penetrate also the eyes, of course, but the eyes are more smaller like a target, but it is possible, of course, and other parts of the body that they are soft tissues. We must all the time, I am underlining this, to understand the limitation of your tool. You cannot use this automatically giving I don't know how much strikes continuously on your target, because at one moment when you are hitting more and more, the hard parts of the body will snap. Yeah, it's not metal, it's not so strong material, but it will permit you very easy to penetrate soft tissues like the neck or the eye immediately. So this, it will enter without any problem in the soft tissues. You can check again also the form, the shape of it. Very, very nasty pointed shape. And you can see this. There are existing also some commercial things like pens. They are already made. They are looking like a pen with a cap on it, and you can buy it, and they have the same characteristic. Maybe not so pointed, but very, very useful, like a tool to carry. Only that this was around, I was finding near in the tools that I was having, and by an incident, because the arrow was broken. And what I want to underline is the importance to identify immediately that particular characteristics that can make this a weapon. So very easy from an arrow, breaking it, making the right dimension with a scalpel or with a very sharp box cutter, give the form, this sharp form, and you will have a tool that you can use for an impact, for creating that shock, to create a space and the distance to evade if you can evade, depends on the situation. What other kind of things you can do? On this you can come with a cap from the pencil, for example, from the pen, and you can carry it at you in such a way that this will not stab you or it will not injure you. Of course, the deployment is not comparing with a blade that I'm carrying in an appendix position, and I can make the movement very fast as I show to you many times. This is needing it's needing some skills of preparing, of deception, of using the right timing and being able to identify in time the potential threats and prepare your tool. Yeah, but when you are in a non-permissive environment, this can be a great weapon. When I was creating this, it was coming in my mind. I was already posted also on the Telegram channel and in the post on the YouTube, the name of vampire, because it's looking like a very sharp teeth that can penetrate very easy in the soft tissues. And I want also to show you a very easy method to carry this tool. Of course, it's requiring some understanding of your environment, of knowing what is around, but can be very easy to deploy and to carry. So basically what I was having here, it's on an elastic rubber band that can be more big like this, and it's looking like this silicone type of rings or something. I am putting inside my palm, facing with the tip of the arrow inside and going up until my hand. Of course, this is a technique in which you must understand the angles, who is around you. Is not for going on the street, I don't know, in your daily activities and carrying like this, because people will understand and you will see around you what you are carrying and they will freak out. So when you know that you are going in a bad place and you cannot carry something and you need to be protected, of course, here I don't have a jacket, but normally you put also a jacket. I will show you a method also how you do it like this. You cover it very good, and this is coming more down, so I can also close. If I am pushing it with the finger down, I can also close my punch. Yeah, I can also be in normal position and making different kind of movements, just making different kind of gestures, but also I can immediately, only by moving my fingers, so snapping, only passing this finger down and taking the right grip, I can already pass in the idea of using this type of weapon. So from a normal position, I can talk, I can make different kind of movements, and immediately I can strike and create that distance. This deployment, this type of movement, it will never be much slower than other kind of deployments. Taking your blade, doesn't matter how fast you are to take it from the appendix position, your blade or something else, it should never be more faster than deploy it from this. Pushing it, I can close my punch. If I have the jacket, again I repeat, you don't go in a t-shirt and you have this here, because even if you conceal it good from the people in front, in one moment in which you will not be aware about what is around you, somebody can see this, and it's of course is not it's looking very suspicious. It's not a blade, but still it's not something normal. The idea is that I can make many kind of movements, and I can still very fast deploy from here my arrow, striking. I can talk, I can put the hands in my pocket and suddenly going striking my target to the soft tissues. So if you are looking in this position, you don't, if I put the hand, it's not seeing nothing, but immediately it's only snapping, twisting my hand. Nothing twisting my hand. From this position is the same idea. So very easy, doesn't matter where I am, that I'm going with the hands here up, that I'm talking, that I'm closing my punch, that I'm putting my hands here. The technique is very simple. From this position, I'm only twisting from the hand, letting my fingers like passing below, and then I'm entering in a normal grip. So again, if I am here and I want to check from my money, or even if I'm not checking from nothing, I'm in a natural position, very fast I can twist that and stab toward the target. What I still and in plus recommend, this is only for showing you, for teaching you, passing you this kind of technique, this kind of method. In the top of it where you put the finger, you can come also with some adhesive band or something else, so you have a better grip for your thumb finger, like a stopper. Very easy to conceal, very easy to use for your techniques. When I'm talking about the other variant without the metal tip, it's very important to understand that this is not made to give repetition after repetition strikes hitting your target, because in one of these strikes you can hit a hard part of the body, a hard tissue like the bone, and it will snap. Yeah, this is created to give that one shock strike that is permitting you to evade, to create the time and the space to evade if you can. Yeah, the strike is coming towards the neck, if it's possible from the lateral, and if you have luck to hit also the carotid artery or jugular vein. But of course we know already from my previous videos that when we talk about creating deadly injuries, we talk about arteries, because there the blood is circulated with high pressure. But also coming from lateral, I have also the chance to penetrate the pipe, the trachea, and the trachea is neither a very hard tissue like the bone, but neither soft, for example, like the skin, the muscles, and the fat that we have on our body. So we must understand the limitation of our weapon. The strike is coming from lateral, and until there it's very important also, if you have the ability, the skills, to prepare your weapon using deceptive techniques, because you will not have this in your hand. The strike must come from the lateral, as I said, and very important to understand that my dummy doesn't have the characteristics that the human body has, like tissues, yeah, but still I can hit in it many times without breaking this tip. This is the same one that I was trying also on animal tissue, pig meat with skin, with fat, very easy penetration, still without breaking, and I'm sure that it will happen the same also to this. So if I'm entering inside in the neck, I'm pushing that, it's entering, stabbing towards, and if I want to take it outside and show you, the tip is still perfect, no problems, not breaking, nothing. Of course, this it will not happen also if you are hitting in a bone. This tip, it will snap. But soft tissues, very easy to penetrate, and this is this kind of tool that you are using. You are giving that type of strike, and immediately you are evading, you are creating distance. Yeah, so this is designed for one strike and run or evade, if it's possible, of course. So thank you very much guys for watching this video. I hope that you understand the message that I want to transmit. Very important to shape our mindset to create this kind of skill, to be able to identify around us tools that we can carry also in non-permissive environments, to be able to protect ourselves. This was the first episode regarding this topic, and I will come with others, showing you in every episode one new method.